Teresa Giudice recently opened up about whether or not she'd ever make up with her estranged cousins, Kathy Wakile and Rosie Pieri. She also talked about Tamra Judge and her standing with Joe Giudice's family, plus more juicy details about Real Housewives of New Jersey. Keep reading to see what she revealed. On the August 22 episode of All About THR podcast, Teresa Giudice spoke about reconciling with her cousins Kathy and Rosie. She said, "I haven't seen them in forever. They live their lives, I live my life, and I wish them well, and I never run into them. I never see them. And that's about it." The RHONJ star was asked if she'd acknowledge them if she saw them out in public. "Of course, I would say hi. I have to say I love Kathy's kids, Victoria Wakile and Joseph Wakile," she continued, speaking about how Kathy's daughter Victoria recently got married. "So happy for her," the Real Housewives star said. Then she spoke about seeing Kathy's son, who she affectionately calls Joey, recently at a bar. "I was so happy to see him," Teresa said. "I always had a great love for her kids." Where other family matters are concerned, Teresa has remained on good terms with her ex-husband's family. She and Joe Giudice divorced in 2020. He was deported to Italy for bank and wire fraud. Joe has since moved to the Bahamas, where his daughters take turns visiting with him. "When Joe first left, it was a little. I didn't see them. Joe's grandmother passed away first. We went to the wake, Louis and I. We gave our condolences, and then after that, I think it was Gia's graduation. That was the first time that I had to see them in a social setting, and it was good," Teresa said on the podcast. "We said hi to them, and then every single time it got easier and easier." The RHONJ star said that his family came from Melania's graduation photos. She also revealed that they were all sweet to her new husband, Louis Rulis. Teresa Giudice said that they've never had anything negative to say about her and vice versa. Her 4 daughters also spend a good amount of time with their dad's family. Additionally, she pointed out Joe's family's bond. They always have each other's back, no jealousy, they're always there for each other, which I love. When it came to discussing the ongoing drama with Tamra Judge from Real Housewives of Orange County, Teresa Giudice said she's over it. She said Tamra has always got something to say about me. The Bravo star continued, "I get it, but it's like I don't talk about her. It's like stop please, I usually don't throw the first punch. I don't. It's possible we will see some of the feud between the two play out in the next season of Real Housewives of New Jersey." The Bravo show is currently on hiatus, but season 15 is expected to premiere in the spring of 2025. Teresa Giudice, the queen bee of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, has been a central figure in the show's drama for years. From family feuds to legal battles, her life has been a whirlwind of conflict and resolution. One of the most significant and painful rifts in Teresa's life has been with her cousins, Kathy Wakile and Rosie Pieri. For several seasons, fans have watched as the once close family members drifted apart, their relationships fractured by misunderstandings, hurtful words, and unresolved issues. As RHONJ approaches another season, Teresa is at a crossroads. The fiery reality star, known for her strong opinions and unwavering loyalty to her immediate family, is contemplating whether it's time to extend an olive branch to Kathy and Rosie. This potential reconciliation has fans buzzing with anticipation, as it could mark a turning point not only for Teresa but for the entire Giudice Wakile Pieri clan. The history of the feud tension between Teresa, Kathy, and Rosie began during the early seasons of RHONJ. Kathy, who joined the cast in season 3, is Teresa's first cousin. Rosie, Kathy's sister, quickly became a fan favorite for her no-nonsense attitude and genuine personality. Despite their family ties, the introduction of Kathy and Rosie into the show seemed to widen the divide between them and Teresa. Much of the conflict stemmed from issues of loyalty and perceived slights. Teresa felt that Kathy and Rosie were not supportive during her legal troubles, and that they were trying to capitalize on her family's fame. On the other hand, Kathy and Rosie believed that Teresa was distancing herself from them as she became more entrenched in her role as the show's central figure. The feud reached its peak during the season 5 reunion, when Teresa and Rosie had a heated exchange that left their relationship in tatters. Since then, the cousins have had little to no interaction, both on and off the show. Fans have seen glimpses of their lives through social media, where it's clear that the once close family members have gone their separate ways. Teresa's personal growth. Teresa's journey over the past few years has been nothing short of transformative. After serving time in prison for fraud, losing her mother, and going through a public divorce from Joe Giudice, Teresa has been on a path of self-discovery and healing. Her priorities have shifted, and she has become more focused on her 4 daughters and her own happiness. In recent seasons, Teresa has shown a softer side, one that is more reflective and open to change. This new outlook on life has made her reconsider many of the relationships she once held dear, including those with Kathy and Rosie. While the wounds from their past conflicts are still raw, Teresa is beginning to see the value in mending broken ties, especially with family. The role of family in Italian culture. For Teresa, family has always been a cornerstone of her identity. As an Italian American, she holds traditional values close to her heart, and the importance of family unity is paramount. This cultural influence has been a driving force behind many of Teresa's decisions, both good and bad. The idea of making up with Kathy and Rosie is not just about resolving past conflicts, it's about restoring the family unit that has been fractured for so long. In Italian culture, family feuds are often seen as a sign of weakness, and there is a strong desire to maintain the family's honor and reputation. By considering reconciliation, Teresa is not only thinking about her own well-being but also the legacy she will leave for her daughters. The pressure from fans and fellow housewives. Teresa is no stranger to the pressure that comes with being in the public eye. As one of the most popular and controversial figures in the Housewives franchise, her every move is scrutinized by fans and media alike. Over the years, viewers have expressed their desire to see Teresa reconcile with Kathy and Rosie, hoping for a heartwarming resolution to their long-standing feud. Fellow housewives, both on RHONJ and from other franchises, have also weighed in on the situation. Many of them have encouraged Teresa to make amends, citing the importance of family and the need for closure. However, there are also those who believe that some relationships are best left in the past, and that Teresa should focus on her immediate family and her own happiness. The challenges of reconciliation. While the idea of making up with Kathy and Rosie is appealing, it's not without its challenges. The history between them is complicated, and there are still unresolved issues that need to be addressed. Trust has been broken, and rebuilding it will take time and effort from all parties involved. Teresa is also aware that not everyone in her circle is supportive of a reconciliation. Her brother, Joe Gorga, and his wife, Melissa, have had their own issues with Kathy and Rosie, and they may not be as eager to see Teresa rekindle those relationships. Balancing the opinions of her loved ones with her own desires is a delicate act, and one that Teresa will need to navigate carefully. The impact on the show. A potential reconciliation between Teresa, Kathy, and Rosie would undoubtedly have a significant